Hello everyone, today is Easter Sunday, so it's March 27th of 2016, and I just wanted to bring a quick video on propagating a Persian shield. Now, since it is March and I'm in Kentucky, so it's pretty cold out, my Persian shield is not in a growth spurt right now. It has been dormant, kind of dormant through the winter, but I do keep it indoors. But what I have done is I have propagated several plants from this one plant here. So the Persian Shield, as it grows, the new growth is purple. It's just beautiful. And as it gets older, especially in my case, having it indoors, the larger leaves will get a more of a silvery, light lilac color, and then yeah, so that's what it does. But if you can see the new growth, it is a vivid purple. It's just nice. So all of these were on the large Persian Shield plant. And what I did, I just cut off several of the new growths. And what I did is you cut it before the growth nodes. I cut it off from the growth node. And if you see, there's a little root that is actually coming out. I will let it grow more roots before I pot it into potting soil. But I just wanted to show everyone that with this plant here, it's not really easy to find. And I really just love this plant, even though it looks like I kind of butchered all the nice new growths off of it. But it'll come back. As you see, this wasn't here. I did this about 2 weeks ago. And this was not here 2 weeks ago. So it's grown in. And since I did cut it, if you see where I cut it at, is actually producing 2 different shoots of new growth. So it's even better for the plant. And when you actually cut back the Persian Shield, not a big chop, because the branches on here, they get woody. So when they get woody, they're not really going to make a whole lot more leaves for it to bush out. So you kind of want to get it early. But if you see these 2 here, they are making new leaves as well. And the same for here. I cut all the tops off of each one of these plants. And if you see how it's coming in, sorry if I'm shaky, I'm not a professional. Yeah, this is like my 3rd video. But if you see where I cut it in the middle, and then you see the 2 to the side, 1 on each side of where I cut it. So that's more so where you're going to get your extra growth. It'll try to come down. As you see here, of course I didn't cut here, I cut the new growth on the top. But you'll see that one cut will make 2 more growths at the growth nodes. And this is one here. But see, because this is further, if you see it, okay, it's further down and it's not as woody yet as the other ones. You see this stem is green, so it's also making another growth node. But the problem comes when it gets woody, like the Persian Shield does, that it's not going to make another growth node. But it's fine because it's a beautiful plant, and what you can do, you can always propagate it, as I have. And as you see, I have them in little Cracker Barrel syrup jars that I just could not throw away. So I found something for them. And I have to water them every day because, as you see, some of the cuttings I didn't cut long stems on. So these, you can see that I did. Those go into the jar, so I can get away with a couple of days of not watering these. And if you see these look kind of ate up, in my opinion, I cut the leaves off of them, and one of them doesn't seem like it's going to make it, but I'm still holding on. But if some of these, like this one is short. So this one doesn't have, this one I have to add water in it almost every day, or it's not going to reach the rest of the water in the little bottle. Okay. But they have kept their leaves. Some of them I've cut off, and they're just getting larger in here actually. So you see, I've cut these off because these were large leaves, so, but it's also still producing new growth, if you see it in there. So I just wanted to show everyone, it's just a quick video on propagating Persian Shield. And this is just the way that I'm doing it this year. I've done it last year as well, but this year I decided to do more plants. And just quickly, as you see, you can easily do it in water, because if you look to the right, that is new growth. That little node right there is new growth. So I may update, if I can remember and get time, just update just to show you guys how the root system will actually grow, because it will grow a much stronger root system. These have been in for less than 2 weeks, and as you see, they're doing just fine. So if anyone, you need more Persian Shield plants because they're so hard to find, just take a cutting of the one you have and propagate it in water. Oh, I have this Super Thrive here because what I did was I mixed some Super Thrive in here. Super Thrive, it's a vitamin solution. You can use it for rooting plants, watering. Since I don't personally use this on my vegetable garden, which you see I have several plants, several seedlings growing, and I'll probably get a video on that later. And then I also have a container garden that I actually have kale and kohlrabi and collards and things outside. But I use this for my house plants that I'm not going to eat. Not saying that you can't, that's just my choice. But I use this to root plants as well if I know that I'm transplanting house plants or if I'm propagating house plants as well. And as you see, the leaves, because it's not even spring yet, I've cut off, I've cut some off if they were yellowing from me overwatering, and also some have failed because of the going through the winter. But it's still, this plant is going to bounce back. And then, you see, this will be all purple. The tops will be, the larger leaves probably won't go back to being purple. But anyway, it's just a quick video just to show you what I did to propagate more Persian Shield plants.